Hi! Bet you weren't expecting that. Welcome back to Sisters and Wellies. So today we are going to just introduce Calving 2024. So we finished our spring calving, then we had about 3 months off where no one calved at all, and now we're back calving again, as you can see from these little babies. Babies galore. So our next 3 videos are going to be based all on calving. So we're going to try and have a cow calving out in the field, and what we do with the calves and what we feed the calves and all things calving. So today we thought we'd just introduce it really. So I have started, sorry. We're just Sierra's just doing laps. There she goes. She's got really excited.
Standing with them for long periods of time, and that's she's absolutely lost it. So here I am in with our first group of calves. So these are the oldest babies we have currently, and they're about 2 weeks old. So the oldest calf is only 2 weeks old. So calves grow up really quickly, as you can see. Well, Sia's doing an absolute nutbag, like she needs to chill. She is actually the oldest. Yeah, so they progress a lot quicker than human babies, which I'd say is quite obvious, but they literally stand up really soon and then they develop really quickly. So as much as they probably look older than 2 weeks, that is all they are. So in here we've got all heifer calves. So we actually use sex semen on our cows. So when they calve, they are basically guaranteed to have a girl. And the reason we do that is because for us on a dairy farm, having heifer calves is really, really important, because they're the ones that are going to come into the herd, replace the cows we have now, or add to the herd and produce milk for us. So that's why it's really important we have heifers. So we just use sex semen to maximise our chances of having as many heifers as possible. So we have 6 calves in each group, and that works perfectly for us. So these are our calf boxes, which are quite old. I'm not sure exactly how old. Do you know, Josie?
I think they're younger than Mum and Dad.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm not sure actually if they are.
I think Mum and Dad might have built. I know they built the shed down there together. But anyway, the point is they are pretty old, but they're really, really good. So if you turn the camera, you can see here they've got like an open space here. We can open the store on really hot days. So the ventilation is really good coming into the sheds. But it's also not too much of a big space, so they haven't got too much air and they're not going to pick up things like pneumonia. And it's a perfect space for 6 calves. As you can see, Sia's given a great example of the fact she has loads of room to run around and play and skip. And then we feed them in groups of 6, because we find that works really well. They all have a really good chance to drink together. It's not too competitive, but there's enough of them they can be social. And also we like it when they've got a bit of competition, because it gives them the drive to survive. But yeah, so this is our oldest babies and they're very cute.
So we have done a YouTube video on when they grow up. Obviously people are thinking, well, yeah, she's running around now, but obviously the whole intention is that they're going to grow, and they will grow. And then, like one of our YouTubes, we show that we move them to a different space as they grow to a larger space where there's more feed, more space. But at the moment, when they're this age, this is where they are.
Yeah, we can
with
move
their
them
friends.
And they all really trust us. As you can see, Sia's now sucking my finger. We obviously feed them twice a day, every single day, the maximum amount they can have, so they're really happy and content. But they do trust us, and they're happy for us to be in here and hang out with them for however long we want, really.
And as Poppy said, they've constantly got access to food and water. And then because they get fed twice a day, that is what their gut is used to. If you fed them more, they could get things like scours and bad bellies.
Yeah.
So they're well used to being fed twice a day.
Yeah, that's our systems, that's what they're used to. I know different farms do different things, but that's how we do it, and they're really happy and healthy.
So you can see there's a calving box here. This box doesn't have as much ventilation on the side, so we've left the top open as well. And as you can see, like, their bedding's really dry. They're really happy. There's some lying down back there. Some stood up. We've got a newbie there. She was born last night. We'll go into that in a minute. So yeah, we've got the pens going all the way up then. Thank you for that demonstration.
So you haven't gone crazy. Me and Poppy have switched.
New shed, new person. So as you can see, they've all got tags in their years. This is actually a legal requirement. So it's a way of identifying which calf is who. So we put a tag in their year. As you can see, they've all got their own unique number, but they've also got our farm number. So what that does is it means that they're from our farm, and it gives them their own, I'm making such a meal of this, and it gives them their own identification number then. So every single cow on this farm will have their own unique number. So essentially, it's like them having a name, so it's a way of identifying them. When I register their numbers to DEFRA, to the government, they then know that that animal is on farm, and also then they get their own little passports, which is really cute. And then we know exactly whose mum is who, so I could look up on her passport and it will say exactly who her mum is, when she was born, and all things like that. So it's just really important. It's for like movement reasons, obviously, yeah, it's a legal requirement.
And like if you have an animal like escaped off the farm or something, they'd be able to know that.
Yeah, so it's got our farm number on it and then their own individual number, so they could see the farm number, know, right, that's Clerkenhill, naughty calf, back to Clerkenhill you go. Yeah, and it's just a way of like the government tracking how many animals are on each farm and things like that, really.
Have any keen eyes spotted that not all of them in here do have tags?
Yeah. So as soon as they are born, we tag them straight away. And especially with this system, because we're calving in like blocks, so from the start of August to the end of September, we'll have about 120 cows and heifers calved. So that's a lot of calves in one go. So if we waited like 21 days to tag them, we definitely lose track of like whose mum was who. So we calve them within like 6 hours, really, to be honest. So as soon as they are born, they come into their sheds and we tag them. So yeah, like I said, the main reason we do it straight away is so that we don't lose track of whose mum is who, and also just because it needs to be done. Tagging is literally just like having your ears pierced, if anyone's ever had that done. It's a little pinch and then they'll forget that they're even in there.
So that one that's just laid down there and the one over there who's an absolute beast, if you can believe. She was only born last night, so early hours of this morning, as was that one. So they've moved in with their friends and we're going to tag them now straight away.
So because she's lying down, I'm going to just go up to her now. She knows me, I gave her milk this morning, so hopefully she'll be alright. It's really important that they've got cartilage, blood veins, I'm not sure what it is. They've got cartilage going through their ear. You don't want to be hitting that. So you go in between there. That's where you want to be going with the tag. And you just place it in and it's just like that. Just a little clip and it's in a year now. I would say for life. They can come out. They shouldn't come out. They can. It won't until she's older and itching her head against a hedge or something, and then
we just replace them then.
There you go. So as you can see, like, she hasn't even got up. Like, she's really happy. Yeah.
So she's done, and like Josie said, that didn't cause her any real discomfort. So now just the big beast to do.
Trying to leave sheds can prove difficult because they do like look at us. Well, they love us, really. We're like their friends. Yeah, they'd follow us around all day if we'd let them. Yeah, calves, like, especially the top shed, because they're a bit older. Gosh, trying to leave there is absolute carnage. We tend to just climb the gate because they just want to come.
They're just like, let's go, let's go.
Right, next shed.
And last but not least, so we actually did have 3 calves in the night last night. So we're currently calving heifers as well as cows. So we're having quite a lot of calves all in one hit.
Which
for
some
us.
farmers,
yeah.
Some farmers will have like 200 cows and calves in like a week. We're not like that. If we have 3 in a day, we're like, whoo.
We're like, whoo, whoa now. Slow down, girls.
But yeah, some people have like 20 in a day. And then it is like a full-time job then. And then you do really need all hands on deck. People tend to get like calf rearers and the reason we brought you in here is to kind of show the difference between a boy and a girl, just in case anyone wants to see. So all we do personally is we just lift the tail and instantly I can see that this one's boy. So if I lift his tail, he's got no fluff there and he's got a bum basically. And then if I really can't tell, you can see that he's got balls under there. But yeah, if I show you this heifer now, this is a heifer, and instantly, like, it's quite obvious really, like, especially her, to be fair to her, she's given us a really good example.
Yeah, some, like, as Josie said, she's got a really obvious vagina, but some heifers don't, and then you can just, like, lift up their leg there, and you can see she hasn't got any balls. It's that simple. Like, it's just the separate parts for a boy and a girl, exactly the same for calves as they are for humans.
Yeah. So a boy and a girl basically is like exactly what it would be like as you would expect. They've either got balls or they don't. They've either got a vagina
so
or they don't.
Lift their tail or lift their leg. And
Hello.
It's an easy way to.
Hello. You were born last night, weren't you? Or early hours of this morning, weren't you?
Josie, do you know what this calf's just done to you?
Oh, I don't know. Hello. What has he done?
Yum yum.
I could sense him around me, but
Can you see it? It's on your shoulder.
please stop.
And lift.
What do I do now?
Oh wow. How to cool off with Josie and Thomas.
How to warm up roast feed them tonight. So baby calves have like, oh actually we're gonna do a whole video on that.
On milk yai slice.
So that was just like a tiny introduction into farming.
Oh no, it wasn't.
So as you can see, these are British Friesians. Oh, why did I get my hand then? So they're so we're carving down. So all of our cows are British. All of our cows are British Friesians, and then actually because of TB, because we're losing so many cows to TB when we don't want to unnecessarily, they're unnecessarily leaving. Nothing about that's funny either.
She's gone off on a tangent.
So because we're losing so many cows to TB, we have gone quite hard with Friesians. So we used to put like a Hereford bull in with the heifers. So because the heifers are calving down, we would normally have a bit of a mix, but we've gone all out and gone all Friesian just to try to replace the cows in the herd. We wouldn't choose to be losing this many cows. They're unnecessarily leaving.
Yeah, TB is making it like even harder for us to try and keep up with our stock numbers because we're, yeah, as Josie said, we're losing stock
them
that we wouldn't plan or hope to lose.
So they're all British Friesians, so all the girls will hopefully be future herd members. And as you can hear, it's so peaceful. And if a calf is really unhappy, they will just bawl constantly. If they're hungry, if they're sad, to be honest, they're exactly like babies. Like if you came here at 5 when it's like milk time, they would bawl for their milk. There's no denying that. But they're just really happy, content. You can see she's just lying down. Like I've literally just tagged her. Oh, why can't we do that? I've just tagged her and she's, you know, more than happy with just chilling out. So yeah, they're really happy little calves.
Yeah, we literally dedicate our time to make them happy and healthy. Like we're here to look after them, and yeah, that's our main aim, is for them to be happy. So yeah, as Josie said, now as the weeks go on, we'll go in more depth of like feeding the calves, what we do to get them big and strong every single day, and little different bits then to do with the calving. But that was just a small introduction into the calves themselves. And yeah, we hope you enjoyed.
That's a little intro into what's to come.